Hey team. So about 8 years ago, this happened.
You hurt? Or do you need up?
So to make a long story short, I was snowboarding and I ran into a tree and shattered my knee. I had surgery on the leg to put a plate in which helped hold things together while my leg healed. I was told it'd be a 1-year recovery, and at the time that blew me away. There was no way this was going to take 1 year. And honestly though, it really was about 1 year later before I was able to walk and run normally again. And when I say normally, I mean somewhat close to normal. I've been dealing with chronic pain for those 8 years, just pain in my legs that never goes away. I wake up almost every single night. I take a lot of ibuprofen, way more than I would think okay to take. It just hurts all the time. If I stop and think, does my leg hurt? The answer is always yes. Dealing with chronic pain has its own inherent unhappiness. It's really difficult, at least for me, to have a positive outlook. It just kind of grinds on you that things always hurt, and it's hard to be happy and excited about that. It limits my ability to do the things which I think would make me happy otherwise. So things like running, skiing, snowboarding. But it made it so I can't do the things that I want to do. And I know, like, you're thinking, why didn't you just do something about it? For 8 years, if it was that big of a deal. I wish I had a good answer to it. For me, as I think back, I think chronic pain is a lot like depression. Like, when you're in the midst of it, you know that it would be a good idea to do things to change or to not be in the midst of it. But it's just so hard to take that first step. For depression, it never seems to me like there's enough motivation to do anything to get out of that depression. And for chronic pain, it's almost the same. You just think it'll never go away. It's something you're going to live with. It's something that you just have to adapt and get used to. I'm to the point, and this is one of my big commitments for this year, is to try to maybe not overcome the pain, but overcome the limitations that the pain has created. You can see this. I recorded a little video of me jumping on each of my feet. Amber laughs at it when I do it. I honestly, when I'm jumping on my right side, I can barely leave the ground. And I never really noticed this. You don't notice it running up the stairs or jogging down the road or even jumping, because I jump off my left foot all the time. But I can barely leave the ground. I cannot do jump rope standing only on my right foot. So I decided I'm going to do something about this. I'm going to build up some strength in my right leg, if nothing else, so I can jump similarly on my right leg as I can on my left leg, but hopefully to see if that will allow me to overcome some of the pain. Now, the crazy thing is, as I'm committing to this, I'm dealing with something else. I have some plantar fasciitis in my feet. And so I've got to overcome that. And I think I can overcome that quickly if I stick to a game plan. So here's my game plan. So there's 4 things that I'm going to concentrate on. We're going to do ice 4 times a day. I'm going to stretch or do these exercises, which I've sourced online, 4 times a day. Here's kind of a weird one. I'm going to wear shoes. I've been working out of my basement. Oh man, it's almost a year now. It's 10 months. I've been down in the basement, and you don't actually have to wear shoes to work. But I think it's been a real challenge for my feet to not be wearing shoes all the time. And I'm going to get back on a fairly strict ibuprofen regimen for the next couple of weeks. Will it work? I don't know. We'll see.